I just wanted a number of things to pick up, things that I could argue with my co-panelists about in order to try and help to stimulate the debate, and maybe a little bit of reiteration. There doesn't seem to be much disagreement, even from Jeff at the end there, about the importance of foregrounding and thinking carefully about the development of character. I disagree with him that that issue can be sort of dealt with in the sports and playing an instrument area. I think what's really new and interesting, we've always had a concern, and sometimes it's been more rhetorical than real, with the development of what you might call pro-social character, with the development of, more or less successfully, with development of youngsters who can play nicely, collaborate well, be honest, be kind, be generous, and so on. But the development of epistemic character for the 21st century is something new, and it requires us to think hard and coherently about how the core processes of learning within the school relate to the development of widely acknowledged important mind skills these days, like attentional control, the ability to know. You have to now, to lots of people, I read an article by Zadie Smith, I think it was, the other day, and a number of other writers, saying they are so addicted to their emails and to surfing the internet that they now have to download a special bit of software which prevents them from accessing their emails and their, one is paradoxically called freedom. Any of you use freedom? Which is like, forces you to break the addiction. Well, building up the ability to manage your attention is one of the most powerful life skills in the 21st century. That informed skepticism about knowledge claims is, I think, one of the most important mental life skills in the 21st century. Understanding, knowing how to relate to intuition is a really important life skill in the 21st century. I think we need to look carefully at the hyper-rationality, particularly in the upper secondary school, of the school curriculum. There's lots of very interesting research now on the subject of overthinking and over-describing, and the way in which intelligence is reduced through an addiction to clear articulation. And that's there are really important lessons there for the way we teach, particularly in high-achieving schools. And I think, as I said before, I think one of the most important things is to drive our thinking to the point where we are so precise about what these virtues look like that we can cultivate them and recognize them as behaviours and as habits in the classroom. I think we need to, I would want to ban a number of words from our debates in this territory. One is motivation. It's a sloppy word. Motivation is an outcome of all kinds of other factors, not a thing in its own right. Creativity is sloppy, self-esteem is sloppy, and potential is the worst of all. I think if we could get rid of those four words, we would be forced to think more tightly and more specifically and more freshly about this side of the curriculum, which is more important than any other. The phrase that helps me focus my mind is, what are the valued residues that we want from education? Not those which will get you an exam pass, important though they may be, but the more lasting residues. What are they? How well do we articulate them? How do we communicate and negotiate their value with parents? And how do they force us to adjust our pedagogy?